So, good day, sir. We are the research group for PSM 7. I am Mary A. Dubla.
I am Christine Picornis. I'm Trixie Saron.
I am Martin Verbaro.
And the other members will be included for the video. So, our title is entitled The Environmental of Humankind, a Future in Jeopardy. So first, we have the abstract. Okay. So this study investigates the critical environmental challenges facing humanity, including climate change, deforestation, pollution, and biodiversity loss, and explores their impacts on ecosystems and human societies. So these challenges are interrelated and threaten ecological balance, economic stability, and public health. Through secondary data analysis, the research synthesized existing literature to identify the ecosystem destruction and resource scarcity. The study emphasized the urgent need for action to address these issues and highlights the interconnectedness of environmental health and human well-being. To mitigate the effects of this crisis, the study proposes several solutions, including the adoption of renewable energy, reforestation, sustainable agriculture, and circular economy practices. The findings underscore the importance of global cooperation policy and interventions and community-driven initiatives to achieve environmental sustainability. This research aims to provide valuable insight for policymakers, scientists, and citizens, encouraging collective responsibility and action to protect the environment and ensure a sustainable future for all. So, for the background of the study, human activities such as industrialization and resource overuse have placed the Earth's ecosystems under immense pressure, leading to the climate change, pollution, deforestation, and biodiversity loss. These challenges threaten ecological balance, societal stability, and economic well-being, requiring urgent coordinated global action. This research examines this crisis, highlighting the importance of international collaboration, strategic environmental governance, and ethical shift in how humans interact with nature. Anthropocentrism, which prioritizes human interests over the environment, has exacerbated ecological degradation. Additionally, issues like heavy metal pollution from industrial practices severely harm ecosystems and human health. This study emphasized the interconnectedness of environmental health and human survival, aiming to propose actionable solutions and inspire efforts towards a sustainable future. And next, for the statement of the problem, the study aims to address the following questions. First, what are the major environmental challenges currently faced by humanity? Second, how do these challenges affect human societies and ecosystems? Third, what strategies and solutions can be implemented to achieve environmental sustainability? So that is the three questions that this study aims to address. So for the objective of the study, this study aims to accomplish the following. First, analyze the major environmental challenges facing humanity such as climate change, deforestation, pollution, and biodiversity loss. Second, evaluate the impacts of these challenges on human societies, ecosystems, and global stability. Third, propose actionable solutions and strategies for achieving environmental sustainability, emphasizing the interconnectedness of human well-being and ecological health. So, for the significance of the study will be presented by Christine Corpus.
So, significance of the study. The study emphasizes the critical need to address environmental degradation impacting ecology, economy, and society. It provides insights for mitigating damage and promoting sustainable development, highlighting the importance of ecological preservation for future generations and inspiring collective action. So the next is scope and limitation. The study examines environmental challenges, their impacts, and sustainability solutions through secondary data analysis. It reviews existing literature, research reports, and case study on key research reports. Issues like climate change and pollution, the research focuses on understanding challenges and effects without primary data collection or proposing specific actions, concentrating on well documented issues in recent literature. So, the next is definition of terms. Climate change, a long term changes in Earth's climate due to human actions. Second, deforestation, large-scale forest removal, pollution, harmful substances entering the environment. The fourth is loss of biodiversity, decline of species and ecosystem. Five, health risks and disaster, negative impacts on human health from environmental challenges. Then is the last is ecosystem destruction and loss, degradation of natural ecosystems. So the next will present to you by
This chapter reviews literature on global environmental challenges, their impacts, and potential solutions. Environmental challenges, key issues include climate change, deforestation, and pollution, all of which destabilize ecosystem and threaten human well-being. In climate change, URI 2015 highlights in transition from a theoretical concern to a present crisis, with said et al. 2017, showing how altered climate conditions amplify forest disturbances. Liao et al. 2019 discussed its disruption of plant phenology, which affects carbon cycles and ecological feedback systems. In deforestation, NIRS year 2023 reports the rapid loss of tropical forests due to human activities, accelerating biodiversity loss and worsening climate change. Follow year 2023 links deforestation to population growth, while Ritchie et al. Year 2023 highlight its effects on soil, water, and ecosystem resilience. In pollution, Fuller et al. Year 2022 emphasizes pollution's role in contaminating air, water, and soil, with severe health impacts, particularly in low-income regions. Landrigan et al. Year 2018 described pollution as a major health risk, causing millions of premature deaths annually. In impacts of environmental challenges, human health, environmental degradation contributes to a global disease burden, with pollution affecting physical and mental health. First, Houston et al. Year 2016, Liu et al. Year 2015 highlight waste from polluted food and water, while Gavriles Cook et al. Year 2015 discussed challenges in managing emerging pollutants. Ecosystems and biodiversity, deforestation, climate-induced disturbances, and altered growth cycles disrupt natural processes, leading to biodiversity loss and ecosystem instability. NIRS Year 20 23 said et al. Year 2017, Fiao et al. 2019. Resource scarcity, deforestation, and pollution exacerbate water scarcity and soil degradation, threatening food and energy supplies. Urbanization and industrialization further strain resources, widening global disparities. Ricci et al. Year 2023, Fuller et al. 2022. The literature underscores the urgent need for sustainable practices, policy reforms, and innovative solutions to mitigate environmental impacts and ensure ecological and human well-being.
In this study, conceptual framework, we use input, we use input format, environmental challenge, human activities, existing research, analysis of data, assessment of impacts, sustainability, solutions, findings, conclusions, and recommendation. The framework emphasizes that these impacts requires comprehensive solution for achieving sustainability, such as the adoption of renewable energy, deforestation, sustainable agriculture, and waste management practices. The study uses secondary data analysis as the methodology to understand these dynamics with the goal of proposing effective strategies to mitigate the identified environmental challenges. This framework provides a structured approach to analyzing the interconnectedness of environmental issues and the potential pathways of sustainable development.
This chapter outlines the methodological framework employed in the study to analyze the environmental challenges faced by humankind, their impacts, and potential solutions for sustainability. Research design. This study uses a case study descriptive research design to explore the critical environmental challenges facing humanity. A descriptive approach allows for a detailed examination of phenomena as they occur in the real-world context. By focusing on specific cases such as the impacts of climate change, deforestation, pollution, and biodiversity loss, this research seeks to provide a comprehensive understanding of the issues at hand. The case study design enables the study to connect theoretical insights with practical examples, offering a deeper exploration of the challenges and their implications for ecosystem and human societies. Thematic analysis is used to process and interpret the data collected for the study. This qualitative approach identifies patterns and recurring themes within the reviewed information. Thematic analysis is particularly effective for organizing complex data, allowing the study to pinpoint the key challenges, evaluate their impacts, and identify viable solutions by constructing findings into a clear thematic categories. The study ensures that conclusions are logical, comprehensive, and aligned with the research objectives. This method provides meaningful insights into the relationship between human activities and environmental degradation, forming the basis for actionable recommendations. Data collection methods. The primary method of data collection in this study is secondary data analysis. This involves systematically reviewing and synthesizing information from existing credible sources. Data is drawn from scientific journals, international reports from organizations such as the IPCC and WHO. Secondary data analysis allows the study to utilize a wealth of already validated information, ensuring reliability while enabling a broad perspective on global environmental issues.
Chapter 4 for results and discussions. So this chapter presents the findings of the study, analyzing the data gathered to address the research objectives. So we use a thematic analysis. So for the table 1, outlines 4 interrelated environmental challenges: climate change, deforestation, pollution, and loss of biodiversity, emphasizing their profound implications for ecosystems and human societies. So this is the current environmental challenges situation. First, we have 4 challenges. So first, the climate change with high frequency, identified as the most pressing issue, with severe impacts like rising temperatures, extreme weather, and sea level rise. Sources like Mazzarino et al. And IPCC emphasize the disproportionate effects on vulnerable populations, highlighting the urgent need for global actions. Second, deforestation with high frequency, a major contributor to climate change and biodiversity loss. As noted by Pau 2020 and Kopnina et al. 2018, the high frequency of discussions underscores the necessity for efforts to curb deforestation and protect forest ecosystems. Third, pollution with high frequency, a pervasive challenge affecting air, water, and soil quality, with widespread consequences for public health and ecosystems. Sources such as WHO 2023 and UNEP 2022 stress its urgency, particularly in urban and industrial areas, calling for robust policy interventions. And lastly, for the loss of biodiversity with moderate frequency. Although discussed less frequently, it is equal critical. Biodiversity loss disrupts ecosystems, reduces climate resilience, and threatens essential resources. Reports like the WWF Living Planet Report 2022 highlight the need for greater conservation efforts. So the study calls for integrated multifaceted solutions and future research to address these issues collectively. So for the table 2 will be presented by Mr. Randy Medel.
For Table 2, Impact of Environmental Challenge on Human Societies and Ecosystem. The impact of the current environmental challenge on human societies and ecosystem. The analysis of the data revealed that health, risk and disaster, ecosystem, destruction and loss, in resource scarcity and the most frequency discussed impact in their literature. These challenges are seen as the primary drivers of the widespread disruption to human well-being and ecological integrity. Health risk and disaster have a high frequency of mention, particularly in relation of the increasing frequency of extreme weather events, air pollution, and the spread of disease. Sources such as Smith et al. 2021 and 2023 emphasize the determinal effect of climate-related disaster on public health, including respiratory disease, heat stroke, and injuries for storm and floods. Additionally, the IPCC 2023 highlights the long-term health risks associated with the degradation of environmental conditions, indicating that these health issues will continue to escalate without immediate intervention. The high frequency of this discussion reflects the urgency of addressing environmental health risks as an integral part of climate action. Ecosystem destruction and loss also make a high frequency refer to the widespread degradation of habitats, loss of biodiversity due to the climate change, determination and the population. Source like FOA 2020 and Tamer et al. 2021 report that devastating effect of habitat destruction, including the extinction of species and disruption of essential ecosystem service such as pollination, water purification, and carbon sequestration. The United Nations 2022 stresses that this disruption undermines both ecological balance and human survival, as they jeopardize the availability of food, clean water, and other natural resources. This indicates a critical need for conservation and restoration effort globally. Resource of scarcity is another high frequency. This discussed by Bripa et al. 2020 United Nations Environmental Program 2022 and Tanner et al. 2021. The depletion of natural resources such as fresh water and arable land exacerbated by population and climate change that threatens the stability of food system and livelihood, especially vulnerable region. The scarcity of resource, including water and fertile land, is the directly like of rising tension, conflict, and migration, making it a key concern for global security. That the persistent discussion of this theme underscores the necessity for sustainable resource management and the development of technologies that mitigate the impact of resources depletion. Displacement and inequality is cited less frequently, but implications are no less significant. According to Brown et al. 2020 and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees 2022, climate change is a key driver of forced migration as a rising sea level and extreme weather event displace millions of people. This displacement often lead to increased social economic inequalities of marginalized communities are disproportionately affect to this theme. Appears with modern frequency is the literature. The effect of displacement and inequality, the highlight of need for climate justice and policies that protect vulnerable population for the worst effect of environmental degradation. This chapter.
So for the table 3 will be presented by Romar.
Chapter 4, Table 3, Renewable Energy Adoption. This is most frequently discussed strategy, supported by sources such as Smith et al. 2021, UNDP 2022, and the Solar Energy Institute 2023. The consensus emphasizes the transition to renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower as critical for mitigating climate change and reducing reliance on fossil fuels. Benefits include significant reduction in greenhouse gas emission and enhanced energy access for underserved regions. Deforestation and afforestation a cyclide with search include FAO 2020 and Turning et al. 2021. These strategies focus on restoring forest ecosystem to combat deforestation, enhance biodiversity, and mitigate climate change. Through carbon sequestration, the importance of forests in regulating water cycles and supporting wild emphasized. Sustainable agriculture frequency mentioned by search like Brown et al. 2020 and IPCC 2023 Sustainable Agricultural Practices aim to ensure food security while minimizing negative environmental impact. They promote resilience to climate change and the preservation of natural resource truth method like agroforestry and soil health management, circular economic and waste management. Discussed with moderate frequency, highlight by the European Commission 2022 and UN, UNEP 2023. This approach focuses on reducing waste and improving research efficiency through recycling and raising materials. It may aim to decrease environment pollution and promote sustainable business model.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Jelly Borpia and I'm Chapter 5. Summary of findings, conclusion and recommendation. For conclusion and recommendation, is this chapter summarizes the study findings including the environmental degradation driven by human activities poses severe challenges to ecosystem and human societies. Key issues include climate change, deforestation, pollution, and diversity loss, all of which disrupt ecosystem, threaten resources, and impact human health and livelihood. There is findings. Number 1 is environmental challenges. Climate change causing rising temperature and extreme weather, deforestation, acceleration, biodiversity loss and climate impacts. Pollution and degrade ecosystem and endangered health, while the biodiversity destabilize vital ecological systems. Human impact. Environmental degradation leads to health risks, food insecurity, resource scarcity, and displacement. Vulnerable and population face disproportionate challenges. And for the conclusion, environmental degradation is a global crisis requiring urgent collaboration. The interconnectedness of human and environmental health demands comprehensive strategies involving policies and technology and community efforts. And for recommendation, number 1 is strong policies, enforce strict environmental laws, and support global agreement like Paris Accord. Number 2, there is green energy, invest in renewable energy and carbon capture technologies. Number 3, deforestation. Scale up conservation ecosystem restoration. Then number 4 is sustainable agriculture. Promote eco-friendly farming to improve soil and ensure food security. And number 5, circular economy. Reduce waste through recycling and reuse, ensure food security. And number 6 is public engagement. Use education in social media campaigns to raise awareness and inspire collective action for sustainability.
So that's the entirety of the content of our study from chapter 1 to chapter 5 using secondary data analysis with the title Environmental of Humankind, a Future in Jeopardy. So thank you so much, sir. We hope you appreciated the study that we had conducted.